Well, for more, let's cross now to ABC's Jerusalem correspondent, Jordana Miller. Jordana, we are expecting a fourth group of hostages to be released this Monday. What's the atmosphere like in Israel right now?
Well, I think it's optimistic that this last group will come out. Yesterday, we saw a very smooth handover. It happened almost exactly around the deadline, in contrast to the night before. So I think there's a lot of optimism. Hamas set to release 11 hostages, and Israel has received the names of those. Many people hoping to see most of that list as children. There are still over 15 children in captivity, including the very youngest that was taken during that horrible and deadly attack on October 7th, a little 10-month-old baby, toddler, infant boy. He was taken with his sibling and his mother, many hoping they will be on this final list. Hamas also has violated the terms of this agreement, releasing some people without their mothers. So there's one mother many people are hoping will come out. Her 12-year-old has already been released. But overall, I think many Israelis hoping that Hamas will indeed extend this truce. Israel is interested in extending the truce as long as more hostages can come out, and the minimum is 10 per day. And it appears that Hamas has been able to locate more. Even reports that Palestinian Islamic Jihad, they were holding some 30 hostages, that they have been able to turn over those people in their custody to Hamas. So there is optimism here that this truce will be extended for at least one more day.
Do we have any idea of the likelihood of Israel agreeing to that possible extension?
Israel has said very clearly that it will hold its fire and extend this truce as long as it can get more hostages out. Remember, there's over 170 still in the clutches of Hamas. Still children, still women. Israel, of course, interested in also getting out its soldiers that were kidnapped, and those include women. A lot of fear about how those female soldiers have been treated, given that, weeks after this attack, we finally started to hear some of the eyewitness reports about rape during the attack on October 7th. So Israel, if they could extend the truce up to the full 10 days and get out another at least 40 hostages, they would do so. And I even believe that if Hamas was able to provide proof that they would turn over even more, Israel might consider extending the truce past this, the maximum built into the deal of 10 days.
Meanwhile, Jordana, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, has vowed to resume IDF operations once the truce is over, whether that be the 4-day truce or the 10-day truce that we've been talking about. That will, of course, be giving Hamas significant time to regroup on the ground.
Well, Israel always knew that Hamas was going to have some time to regroup, and they weighed that against, first, the achievements they've already made in the war and the value of getting out the hostages. And they clearly chose, they clearly decided that Israel had the upper hand either way. Israel is committed, and the Prime Minister has said this, the Defense Minister has said this. Last night, the head of the Israeli army said it again. Israel is going to renew this war after this truce, and it seems pretty clear that President Biden in the United States is standing behind Israel on that position, with what President Biden also calls the legitimate goal of destroying Hamas in the Gaza Strip, dismantling Hamas, the ultimate goal to push them out of the Gaza Strip so that it will no longer be any kind of threat to Israeli citizens.